2 minutes early. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Alrighty, y'all. Okay. Suzanne's going to be a little late. I just saw her comment. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started just because I don't want to be sewing on this until 9, 10 o'clock at night again. Hello, whoever just joined me. Okay. So this is a continuation of yesterday's H20 to go sewing project. Yesterday we got, you guys saw me struggle all the way to the point of trying to get the base on, and then it was like 10 o'clock and I couldn't do it anymore. So I just couldn't. And then it was the middle of the night and I couldn't sleep because I was having nightmares about sewing this during a live and feeling ridiculous. So I decided to attempt to finish the bottom, and I did, and I'm not happy with it. There's like a bunch of puckering, but I got it in. And so, and then the other thing was this, which was ironed down to the waterproof canvas, started peeling up. So I hit it with some basting spray to see if that'll hold it in until I can birth this baby. So I did that. So right now on the machine, I'll angle you guys more here in a minute. On the machine, I've got the liner. I went ahead and pinned the base to the bottom of the liner just for, so you guys don't see me struggle with that too. I don't want you guys to see how terrible I am at everything. So I went ahead and pinned that on, and then I struggled and got it under here. So what I'm noticing is that it like tucks under. Hey, Bug.
I got a joke.
What's the joke?
Wait, what's that kind of thing that's like in a bowl and then it comes out? How, like that kind of one named Drago? That kind of thing.
I have no idea. Hey, Bug. I'm doing a video. Can we talk about it in a little bit?
Okay, but you know that kind of one where there's like those kind of big like shield things that are like animals. Those kind of things. What are they called?
I have no idea. Dragons?
No. But somehow like this animals and they're super big. That kind of one.
We'll talk about it later. All right?
Okay, it's a show I kind of just found.
Okay, cool. I'll check it out later.
But it's like
okay.
a show I just found.
I'm on a video.
But it's
okay. I'll see you later.
Okay, but there's a part where you go peacock.
Okay.
Balk. There's a part where that happens.
Okay. See you later.
It's that kind of
bye.
Just started on, and you know.
Oh man.
Okay. The
go. Anyway, so I went ahead and pinned the base onto the liner that's up under here, and what I found is the best way to really get in there and sew it is to let it fold. It's folding inwards like this and stitching this way. It seems to want to cooperate better to do that. So here, I'll unmount you for a second. Oh, I don't even have my light on here. Let's get the extra light on. Sorry for the blinding light. Oh, now you guys can probably see better. Look at that. Okay. All right. Can I flip the camera? I don't know. Okay. All right. So see here how it's kind of like tucked under right there. And it's, again, there's, I don't know if you can see because of the light. There's crinkling on that. So I'm sure I'm going to get a little bit of puckering on the lining as well. But it kind of did that to me on my muslin, and it looked fine at the end. So I guess we're going to just go with it. Hair's got to go up, y'all. So we'll put this puppy in, and then we'll go on to our next steps. So we'll get this nice and sewed up. And then if you guys want to watch the part 1 of all this, it's up on the Expo page and on the YouTube channel as well. Yeah, definitely like some puckering. And it's like kind of folding over, almost like pleats. So I got the pins in exactly where the 4 corners are, or the 4 points are that we're supposed to. Nothing's moving. Everything's lined up along the edges, so I'm not sure. But at least you guys can see what I'm struggling with and maybe not struggle with it yourself. Everybody says this is the most difficult part, no matter how long you've been sewing or how good you are. I think everybody was saying the same, including the testers. So and I probably could have put way more pins in, but I just felt like it was pointless because I put all the pins in the world on the outer part and it still did this. And I'm just going a few steps, moving this a little bit, turning it, kind of keeping it going, making sure the edges are lined up. One time around again. Make sure it's nice and even now that I got it tacked down. All right. It ain't pretty, but it's done. Ah, Suzanne's arrived. Now we can really start. Suzanne, I did the bottom. It ain't pretty, but it's done. I got her in. All right, and so we're gonna do something. We're gonna do the D rings next, but I like to feel around, make sure I got it good. I mean, I got it good, but when we go to put these together, this one goes right side out. Yeah, right side out. Poke it through. So as you guys can see, I definitely have like these little pleats in here on both sides. Like I don't know what I could have done differently, but it's on the inside and nobody will see it. Oh, and I think you're supposed to, I don't have my pattern pulled up. You're supposed to trim it down. You're supposed to trim down that seam allowance. Yeah. Hooray. Yeah, it's in. It's a miracle. Okay. Did you work on yours anymore last night, Suzanne? I feel like you sew sun up to sundown, so and you're an hour behind me. All right. All right. Got it. Ta-da. We got a liner, and it's waterproof. It'll hold the bottle. Okay. So next, you're supposed to take your little D-ring tab, interfaced, folded inward, and it's long. So you're supposed to take it and fold it in half and make it into 2 pieces. And I think this is kind of your preference. You can make these longer depending on like how much you really want kind of in there. Snip. Now you have 2. Add commission store. Ooh, you got commissions. Aren't you fancy? Okay, so now we're going to get our D-rings. I organized my hardware finally. I had these. Look at this. It's so pretty. I got these little. I went to the fishing section of Walmart and I got these. I was so happy. It's like perfect. I got 2 of them. So right now only one's full, but I know I have more zipper pulls coming in. So I think what I'm going to use. What am I doing? I did an orange zipper tape this time. I don't know. I like to match. So I did orange zipper tape and then Zero's gunmetal. So typically I would use like gunmetal or something that matches the heat. And I have these really pretty rainbow ones that would match the fabric really nice. I don't know. What do you guys think? These are from Wizardry Stitchery. So I got and these are the right size technically. Look how cool this is. You don't see many like D-ring clasps like that. I mean, it's not exactly D-ring, oval ring. So I can do these, or I can go on the smaller side and do silver, or I can do black plastic. I think I have those. I apparently need like other bag hardware. What do you think? Suzanne, I think you're the only one hanging out with me still. Should I go rainbow? I like rainbow. Okay, rainbow this. I mean, who doesn't like rainbow, right? I like these are rainbow that are heavy on like the blue and green side too. It might also be the paper that's on it. It is. You just look how pretty all these are. My Mormino. Like I need Mickey Halloween fabric to just use. I don't know. I just need to like make more things to use up all this stuff. So I can justify buying more. Okay. All right. Rainbow. Okay. And I like when they come from Wizardry, they're all like nice and packaged and protected. So when you store them. All right. Yeah, these are the right size. Okay. So you put them through the D-ring. And then, oh, looks pretty. I don't know. It doesn't even do it justice. Ooh, there you go. You're supposed to sew a line close to here, kind of locking it in place. And then you can do like a basting stitch around. We'll never have enough hardware. That's a true statement. All right, let me get all this plastic off here. It's like it's tape, sticky tape. All right, so I know a lot of people like to use this with a zipper foot, but the foot I use, I just move the trick I put my needle to the left position, and to me that's fairly close if I just sew along this left side right here. It gets me close enough, in my opinion. Close enough for what I like. I do like a little movement. I don't like it to be like so stuck in there. I'm like covered in fluff now. I'm wearing, by the way, my Mandalorian shirt today. You guys see Mandalorians coming out? the new season. I can't wait. All right, so we're going to stitch right along this top. That. I could have done a cleaner job, but you know, it is what it is. I'm going to use this myself anyway, so I bought that fabric solely for myself because it's my, man, I don't know. I say it's my favorite, but then Lilo and Stitch is like right up there. And then there's movies like Beetlejuice. And there's just so many good ones. Okay. Oh, that one came out better. All right. Clip, clip, the little strays. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and get these situated in the outer shell. I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. I'll do this part correctly. Trim this down after you've sewn it. Don't want too much bulk down there. It's already sturdy enough with all this fabric. I cut a lot of it down already earlier. Okay. Chuck's crazy over a minute. I want to just keep up the conversation. Yeah, I'm just so glad that they finally came out with a Star Wars TV series that wasn't a cartoon, although the cartoon ones, some of them are pretty good. But it just was the quality of the movies. You know, it wasn't crap. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take our little tacked in D-rings, and then she says to put them in like fairly high up there and baste it in, because you want a lot of this down when it flips inside out. You want it in there so that you get a lot of this in here to keep like a nice sturdy tack in. I don't like to go all the way up. I like to do a little bit, again, you know, there's always a little preference with everything you do with sewing in bags. And then I like to sew this side down. I like to see my original stitch. So if I flip this out, this is the stitch you're going to see, right? I want to see this one. Yep, so I'm going to flip this way. Yep, I got to like think through it. And this is just a basting stitch, so you just want to get it, you know, fairly close to the edge. So that it catches in there when you sew the lining and the outer shell together. I'm going to make sure I do these about the same. I want a cockeyed bag or D-rings. Okay, if I want it like this, then I got to flip it like this. I like to match mine up. All right. There we go. You can get the same strength with less inside and a couple of rivets. Yeah, I heard that too. It depends on your preference, right? And then, I don't know. I haven't invested it in a rivet press yet. Although, the more bags I make, the closer I'm getting to caving and buying one. I just want a good one. Because I have the hand ones and they just kill me. And I feel like it never looks clean or like nice. Do you guys have a rivet press? And if you have a rivet press, which one do you have? Do you like your rivet press? All right. She's in. All right. Now we got those in there. I'm going to take a sip of my drink. Okay. You're going to take your liner, which is folded with the right side out. So you're going to put the right sides together. Just shove it in there. I like to kind of fold it like this. It just makes it easier to get it down in there. See, look, this is what I'm talking about. It's sticking out. It did not iron on very well to this waterproof canvas. Okay, and then after I do this, I'm going to explain why I'm twisting this around. So, okay, so we have this seam here, right? And then the waterproof canvas has a seam as well. You want them to be on opposite sides of each other when you're tucking them in so that you don't have the same amount of bulk on both sides. That's what Lindsay says to do, and I agree. Plus, I just think it looks more even. That's the thing. More balanced. All right. So I always like to clip the sides first because those should always line up and look together. Doop. And if anybody else is hanging out and watching, say hey, so I know who's hanging out with us during the live. And yes, we will post this later, so if you have to disappear, you can. This is why we have children, Suzanne, so they can do all the hard work for us. I bought Luke a bookcase today. I made a quick trip to IKEA near us, and I got him a bookcase because he's been asking for more storage for all his dinosaurs. And so he was so excited that he's in there organizing it. I'm like, man, what else can I get this kid to do? Just motivate him with some dinosaurs. Okay, so I got my edges pinned in or clipped in there. And then I'm just going to do a couple clips around. I'm going to make sure these seams are open so that when I top stitch or stitch around here that... Oh no, you know what I forgot to do? I just realized this. Fudge. Again, you guys learn from my mistakes. So you're supposed to leave an opening in the lining. So let me take my lining back out and seam rip it open. I can't reach my seam ripper. Okay, so in your lining, you're supposed to leave a 5-inch, like it's a 4 or 5-inch opening, so that you can turn your bag later. And I don't feel like turning this all the way out. If you don't use a seam ripper at least once in a project, is it even really a sewing project? Question of the day. Well, Suzanne, if you caught it sooner, were you paying attention? Like, you could have told me, like, hey, Kayla, what the heck are you doing? Turn around, go back. You effed up, lady. Okay. All right. And I got away with like 4 inches. I'm going to turn this out inside out because I'm going to reinforce the edges, those seams. I got away with the ripstop at like 4 inches, but this is much thicker than that. So I'm definitely going to do at least the 5 inches. My bobbin's out. Y'all get to watch me wind my bobbin for a minute. Yay. Oh, and for those that were asking about how my machine was holding up with this bag, it's a Brother NS 2750D. it did great. It the the outer portion where I showed you, it's got a ton of layers. It actually sewed up over it with no problem at all. I don't have a walking foot. I have a regular foot. I didn't have any issues. So it's been sewing like a dream. I just made sure that I had like a fresh needle on. No issues. Yeah. So I think you can definitely, as long as you're taking care of your machine, most machines can get through this. It just takes patience to get around these curves and to tuck things in and make sure everything's catching. All right. Good enough. But I still want to upgrade to an industrial here in the next few years. I just I need more space before I do that. They're not small. All right, I'm gonna reinforce the opening. Let's do 5 inches. Okay, that's about what 5 inches would be. While I'm seam ripping, I went to IKEA. I got the bookshelf for Luke and some little those little bucket things, the fabric bins to put on it for him. And I got more of the pegboards that they have because I'm gonna rearrange the pegboards I have over here. I got 2 more. They're gonna go above where my cutting table is, which is also, it was a kitchen counter I got at IKEA for about a year ago in the as-is section. I got it for like $25, and it's like $160 kitchen countertop, and it's like the perfect. I put it on top of the cubes, the calyx cubes. I put them on top of there, and it's like the perfect height for my short self to stand. Okay. I'm just using some tacky spray. It's repositionable, but at least it'll hold it in there long enough for me to get all this together. And then once the bag is flipped and everything, should be fine. But yeah, I love IKEA for my craft room organization. You can, if you just look and you get creative, you can definitely find stuff. I went in the as-is section today. I'll show you this thing. It's so cool. I love my, I don't know if you can see it. Here. This is like a metal thing mat that I got at Target, and they're like, what do they call it? Their dollar spot. It was like $3. And then these little tins are from the dollar store, but I hold all my needles here and things I just need to grab quick. I've got all my needles there. And then random little things. I don't know what this thing is that I got, but look at this. You guys are getting a mini live video in this so long, so but look, so it's like, I don't know what this was supposed to be, but it's like plastic on the back, so I don't know if it was supposed to be like a cabinet door for a kitchen, but it was in the as-is section. It's tall. It's like my height. I don't know, but it was only $5, and I didn't have a magnet on me, but I took a guess, and it's magnetic. So it's really good size. So as I'm reorganizing the room, I'm going to figure out how to incorporate it and it'll be my new new metal board, I think, because I have another little one that holds all my buttons too. All right, now that we took a step back, cut a hole out of my lining, so you're supposed to do that from the get-go. Let's stuff this back in there, repin this together, and then we're going to stitch around this top part. That way, when we're ready to flip this inside out, we have the ability to do so. All right. And again, put the seams on the opposite sides of each other. Get the edges lined up nicely. Yeah, Suzanne, I find the most random things at IKEA. I usually try to plan before I go, because, or else I'll walk out with some random crap I don't need. But, oh, this is another thing I did last time that worked out well. I unzipped this pocket and I shoved it downwards, and it helped that seam be a little less thick for when I'm clipping them together. And it, I don't know, to me it helped a little bit if you just unzip that pocket. That's what I did. And I don't know, but I'm still trying to figure out. Okay, so I've got my zipper tape, or my zipper pulls organized finally. I have enough. I have an extra one for when my new stuff comes in. But my zipper tape, for the life of me, I don't know how to store that. I have it like just folded up in these little fabric bins that I have. They're like these little carts I got from Walmart that have, they're little metal bins that have like a fabric lining. And one's got my Cricut on it. The other one's got my printer on it, printers. And like two of the drawers have nothing but zipper tape in them. And I want them, like, a lot of it's the same, but then there's a one-off scrap pieces that when I buy scrap packs from Wizardry Stitchery, I love their scrap packs. You know, when I buy stuff like that, I still want to be able to see them, because I don't want to just always grab, you know, my Nightmare tape or my Daydream tape, even though those are my favorite. My Mormino tape is slowly going up there on my top of my favorite too. Stick myself with the pin. Okay, so now we can just go and go all the way around. I don't remember what the directions said. It's either a 1/4 or 3/8 seam allowance. I took off the bottom part of my machine so that I could just, if it doesn't want to argue with me about it. Actually, it might be better. You know what? There we go. Eventually I'd get on there. There we go. All right. I'm going to go slow, because these zipper pulls, gosh, these D-rings, the triangles, they're very wide. So I can already feel them. They're very close to the edge. So I'm going to have to tuck them a little bit. So Suzanne, did you get the bottom of yours on? I don't know if I saw the comment or not, or if you commented. I'm not using rivets, so I went back and forth over that twice, where those D-rings attach together. Is it necessary? Who knows? Do I do it because I think it'll help? Yes. Just making sure that in my lining, the seam's lying open. Yep, I'm working on the hardware on the straps. How are you already ahead of me? I went in 2 steps ahead before I started. Andrew came on late, and somehow you're still ahead of me. You're amazing. Just make sure you're not sewing the back part. I know you were ahead of me last night, but I went and put the bottoms on both bags, or at least on one, before you came on because I wanted to like catch up to you. It did not work apparently. All right. I'm in the home stretch, y'all. All right. Make sure this is seams pressed to open. All right. All right. I'm going to spray this because we're going to birth this baby. All right. Oh, moment of truth. Whew. I shouldn't have moved it. Oh, you see my pegboard? It's messy right now. But I gotta go through and organize it. But I bought all new little containers for it. Okay, so I like to pull out the base first. The liner first. Pull the liner and pull the base of the liner through. Okay, I like to stick my hand in the liner, grab this base, and again, I like to smush it sideways. It would help if I went the right way. Smush it sideways, kind of fold it. I don't know, birth the bag how you need to. What makes you comfortable. It always makes me nervous. Because you're essentially like just like mushing everything you're trying so hard to keep all nice and tidy. Woohoo! All right. Okay. I guess I'm not even showing you this whole thing. There you go. Ooh, I got this sticky. All right. I'm going to go ahead and push it all out wherever you can. See, the puckers don't look too bad, so I don't hate it. I just love this fabric so much, you guys. Oh, there's another pucker. How did you get in there? Oh, I see where you're at. Okay. I know somebody had asked on one of the group pages, not ours, but you know, why wouldn't you line this with like fleece, fusible fleece or something like that, like you do with like a lot of bags to give it some sturdiness. And the answer was, well, you're going to put 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a water bottle in this, right? That's what this is for, to have a water bottle. So putting something extra in it would just add extra bulk that's not really necessary. If that makes sense. Okay, somebody had that question. Okay, so I know Suzanne was asking this question on the page earlier. Hi, whoever just got on. I can't see your name. You can watch the replay. I know, Suzanne, you were asking about the double-sided tape that people use. I don't personally have it, but I know I'm going to find you the video in the link. Oh, Suzanne says she forgot to put the bottom stiffener in. See, look, I almost forgot to put the opening in. You know, the first one's always the fun one. Well, it'll stand up on its own when you put the bottle in it. Put the water bottle in it, then it'll stand on its own. But I know you, Suzanne, you had asked about the double-sided tape. Lauren Mormino on YouTube, she buys this double-sided tape, and it's a permanent one, not a washable one. Okay, well, you have some and you used it already. Man, okay. Well, I was going to say, I need to buy some. Where did you buy yours at? Because I need to buy some, and I'm gonna stitch this closed. And it's going on the inside, and it's mine, so I'm not gonna change out my foot color. But yeah, I've seen people do that. I have washable wash away. Woohoo. I'm gonna get a better setup for this dang camera. I have wash away hem tape that I use for when I sew in zippers on most bags. On Amazon. Life in the middle of nowhere, and the closest fabric store is an hour. That stinks. Yeah, I enjoy the sewing studio in Fabric Warehouse, but one is like 35 minutes away with no traffic, and the other one's an hour away. I mean, I'm lucky. I've got a Joann's and a Hobby Lobby within 30 minutes as well. But okay, so now that you stitch closed your lining, you're gonna shove that liner back in that bag, get it in there, push it down, kind of like just crease it all out. I feel like you could probably get away with just one piece on the inside of that. What is it? Peltex. I keep saying that hard thing, and I know there's a name to it. I just keep forgetting. I have stuff in my closet, and I just go look. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I need. Okay, grabbed it. Good. All right, and so now that you did that, we're going to top stitch all the way around this outside. All right, let's do that so I can feel accomplished. Okay. I like to just finger press it a little bit before I start. I'm going to start in the back. Start in the back. I'm going to do kind of a thin one. Careful not to sew the bag closed. I've done that before. Just making sure I don't have any comments or questions yet. Okay. Suzanne, post a picture on here so we can see what your bag looks like. I don't know if I can see it right now on my streaming service, but I'll go look at it later. But let me see what you're finished with. And anybody that's watching this later who finishes a bag, post the picture of what you made so we can see them. Even if it's your first one and you messed up, post it. Oh, I have dog slobber. You guys are looking at my dog slobber on my shirt. Ta-da! She done. I mean, I got to do my strap still, but she done. And I'll let you guys straps. If you're doing this bag, you probably know how to do straps, or you know that you can buy yours pre-made and just strap one on, but they're really simple. I just haven't. I totally forgot to cut out the fabric for mine. And I honestly might just use webbing for this. I have black webbing, and I think I might do black webbing because I don't want to use too much of my custom fabric in case I want to make a bunch of other things out of it that I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So, and plus I like black webbing, but I'll attach it to these little guys, clamp them on here, and you can honestly, you could do something different altogether on here. You don't have to do metal hardware. You don't even have to do hardware really. You can do just black webbing sewn into this. Like I did that on my Dana pack that I did. It's out in another room. But instead of using metal hardware or any hardware, I did black webbing sewn into the sides, and then I just used a slider adjuster. And I followed a YouTube tutorial on how to do that correctly. And that way, oh, and a buckle. I think I did a buckle. So I only had 2 pieces. I used plastic because I was wearing it at the park, and metal on skin to me in Florida is not the best. So I'm probably going to just use black webbing on this accent. But yay, I'm so happy it's done. Here's my bag all finished. Network for Christmas Sewing. My little 0 zipper tape and orange zipper tape. These are from Zorel Fabrics. Okay, yeah, when it's over, maybe try it. Or I'll post, I'll put up a post of what is everybody's mix. And here's our inside with, see, anybody that was watching yesterday, all my marks are gone now. There was an air soluble pin. My card slots, it's got a slip pocket, and this doesn't go all the way down, so you got like a recessed area down here that's really nice. And then my cup doesn't have a lid on it right now, and it's a full drink, but it'll hold a bunch in there. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Bug.
The jug is Bakuman, Bakuman.
Oh, okay.
Get it?
Yeah. Okay.
That's the joke.
Okay. See you later.
So that's what it means, kind of.
Okay.
And what is this?
It's the seat cushion. Get out of here. You two, Zeus. All you little boys, get out. I'll be out in a little bit. Go. 1. Take the dog with you. Oh my gosh. Kids. Whee. Oh, and don't forget that if you make one of these before Friday, go on to Wizardry Stitchery. No, not you. Shut the door. Get out. If go on to Wizardry Stitchery's group, she has a thread on there for a contest that her and Lynn's Handmade partnered on. There we go. And I think it goes through Friday. But you post a photo of one of the H2O to go slings that you've made. And you didn't have to use Wizardry Stitchery hardware or anything like that. Go ahead, post a picture, and then you're entered to win. Each time you make one. So this will be my second one. And I'm going to attempt to do the Baby Yoda one tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I'll be working on my craft room and expo stuff. Oh, okay. So anybody that's watching this and watched it for the whole hour that you hung out with me, the contract is being drafted as we speak. So hopefully by I don't know. I don't want to say anything too soon, but hopefully in the next couple weeks, I have a signed contract and I can announce the dates to you guys for the 2021 Expo. I'm super excited. So we got good dates. We're just working on all the details and the fun part of working contracts with hotels and convention centers. So I know somebody was asking if there's a general time because they were already starting to try to plan vacations and they want to plan it around the expo. All I'm going to say is October, but nothing is concrete, nothing's set in stone. So don't shoot me if it changes because 2020, right? So yes, as of right now, it's October and it's around the same time. So yay. We're excited. So yeah, so I'm like, no, Zeus, no, you're gonna knock the camera. Hey baby. Oh, go, slobber. Go. So yeah, so that's exciting. And then I don't know, I'm so excited. I can't wait to I want to share all the things that we're working on with them to try to bump it up for next year. And yeah, Suzanne, bring all your friends. And a lot of people were saying they were going to bring their friends. A lot of people wanted to come this year that couldn't, and they're all planning on next year because they couldn't make any conventions this year. And so we're planning on a larger crowd, obviously, than this year, and trying to set up enough rooms to hold enough classes. And we're taking into account everybody's survey answers and things that you guys said during the expo, or even the first expo, we still have all those survey results. So that's fun. And yeah, so I can't wait. I want to I want to talk about all the different things and all the things I want to do. And D-Stash Bash is going to come back. I have so much stuff still left over, but I was going through it and kind of trying to organize it so it's easy for us to put out next year. And I was amazed at how much stuff was in it that I didn't recognize. There's only 2 things that I think I put out when I got there that I brought home with me. So it was good to see that most of you guys took the crap I had in mind. I already have, as I'm sewing or working on projects and crafts and I see something, I'm like, I don't want this anymore. It automatically goes into the D-Stash Bash buckets that get stored away. And so those are getting added to as we speak. And yeah. So as you guys go throughout your year, make sure you're putting stuff aside for D-Stash Bash. And I think I'm going to try to do some sort of incentive project for it. Whoever donates the most stuff to the D-Stash Bash each day or something gets a prize. I don't know. I want to do something fun that I feel like D-Stash Bash was already really fun, but how can we make it more fun? And I think you had lots of magazines left. Sorry. Yeah, we did, but I brought, I think, just as many. I think you had a bunch that you had brought, but I'm not mad at that because they were the vintage ones. I've been maybe perusing through those as I've been organizing the boxes, so those won't get stored away. I need to put those in a nicer container just because they're so delicate and beautiful. I'm putting those away. But those will probably get put in my craft room until next year so that I can look through them throughout the year. But they'll go back into D-Stash Bash. That was the initial purpose. I don't like to pull anything, but there's 20 yards of this gorgeous yellow tulle too, and I just see so many projects. I don't know, there's a bunch of stuff I saw, rolls of fabric that I see projects. I have to go back to my craft room, go through those large amounts of fabric first before I touch anything in there. So, and I got to keep adding. I have a bunch of stuff that's going to go in there. And then I don't spring clean, I fall clean. So as I'm going to be changing this craft room around, I'll be putting a bunch of stuff in there. So Suzanne, you're the only one that heard it, and you're heard it here first. I think you should get a special prize. Yeah, I'm happy everybody liked the free box. I couldn't justify putting any point values on things that I felt like were even tumbler cuts, because tumbler cuts, I don't know. You could use so much with these little pieces, especially when there was custom fabric in there that was really nice. You could do so many in the hoop projects with those, like the little ornaments people make. I have a couple. I like my jar of randomness. Like these little in the hoops, you just stick a character in the right way, and there's just so many little things you can do. I forgot I had these over here. I started making these before the first expo because I was like, I'm gonna make enough for everybody, and then my hand started hurting from cutting out all the vinyl, but they're so cute. That's a little Disney backpack, and this is what I'm talking about. My little rivet. Those aren't rivets. What are they called? Grommet. The little grommets. They killed my hand. So when I get a grommet press, I'll probably work on those. And when I get a bigger hoop size too. You like prizes? What prizes can we work on? I need good prize ideas that are like door prize type things. And then I heard everybody's request to have a raffle prize a raffle thing each day. I always listen to everybody's ideas, but then I try to think, how in the heck do I make it work? If I have, let's say 20 prizes, how do I split what goes on the first day and what goes on the second day? I'm sure that seems like common sense to most people, but sorry, we turned this live so long into let's just hang out and chat, me and Suzanne. So whoever is watching this at the end, you guys got a little bonus conversation. So what did you think? You said prizes for stuff put in the session. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I missed a seam. I just realized. Look. Every time. All right, I got fabric glue. It's getting fabric glued. Yeah, I think so. Everybody gets points, right, for donating stuff for D-Stash. But how fun would it be if you were the person that donated the most stuff on Friday, then you get I don't know, like a free $5 raffle ticket. I don't know, something fun and something that incentivizes people to bring more stuff. Glue. Oh yeah, fabric glue. I gotta go find it. I have it somewhere. Actually, I'm gonna go grab it while I'm sitting here talking to you. What else can we talk about, Suzanne? This is not my favorite one, but I need to get Fabri-Tac instead. Woohoo. So this one's Fabric Fusion. Permanent fabric adhesive. Raffle tickets are good prizes. Yeah, especially if you guys are all weekenders. Oh, question. Did you take advantage at all? I don't remember who I let in and out of the closet, but did you ever take advantage of the closet? And if so, did you like that? A lot of people ask for it after the first year, somewhere to store their stuff. Especially since we were in like the convention-y area. We were in it wasn't convention-y area, it was the convention area in the back. So they had like a much longer way to walk to their hotel rooms, their car, and their to get food. So they wanted somewhere to store their stuff. So that's why we incorporated it. Let's see what you say. We should do like a Zoom meeting or something in that format. I didn't use it. I had everything in the wagon. That's right. You did have the wagon. We should do a Zoom meeting. We're just sitting here talking away. Do you have Zoom? I don't have it, but I have the app, but I don't have an account. Everybody just sends me requests. If you have one, send me a Zoom request. All right. Anybody watching? I missed a seam. I'm just using the magic that is fabric glue. I'm just pressing it inward, gluing it down, kind of holding it. I think every glue is a little different. Some of them you're supposed to wait till it's tacky and then press it together. Yeah, and this one's let dry 2 to 4 hours. All right, Suzanne. Send me a Facebook message. And then I'm going to go ahead and end this this live so long that it's just you and me talking anyway. All right, everybody who watched or is watching this later, make sure that you go find my post. You post a picture of your H2O to go, and you go on Wizardry Stitchery Craft and post on there before Friday, the 18th, I think. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching me fumble along and make this and learn from my mistakes. I will see you guys later. Bye.